Welcome to the channel. This is Geauxgreddy and welcome to a new season of the FIA Nations in Gran Turismo Sport. That's right, I am back in the Nations. First time I've been here in quite some time, so kick back and enjoy the action. And if you could be so kind as hit the like and or subscribe, I would greatly appreciate it. And here we are in qualifying at Autodrome Lago Maggiore GP. I'm sure I butchered that. And we are in the Group 4 Bugatti. So heading around here towards the finish line, just trying to get a good starting position in this race. I have no idea what it's going to be. A 206.979. I think that's okay. I exit out. I come back in. Just trying to take it easy around the track and not scuff my tires up too badly. And oops, I get a penalty. So I got to exit again. So hit the old exit button there, jump out, jump back in, make a lap, come back around, trying to set a better time. I'm in P8 right now, and I do so. I move up to P7, but would it hold? There are others still on the track. It would not. I fall back to P9. So here we go into the Nations. And there we are in the orange Bugatti with the stunning Geauxgreddy livery, if I do say so myself. It is grid start. We put it traction control 1. Wait for the lights to go out and let her rip. Take off. I can get an okay start. Not a terrible start. Not a great start. Throw the traction control off and get into the radar views. You can see the Bugatti behind me is coming up on me. But it's been a while since I've been in an FIA Nations race. The last thing I want to do is murder the car in front of me. So I was easy on the brakes there. It cost me here. As you can see, as I'm sliding out to the outside, I could have come all the way out, and I made a mistake there. I did not, which really screwed up my line coming through these two sets of corners, and allows the P10 driver to get alongside me, which now puts me racing on the back foot because I did not get the exit that I needed out of that corner down this long straight into the Florida turn. Greddy going backwards. So Tuvok here, down on my inside. I can't, get on that inside corner like I want to. I try to get the cut back there and bump him just a little bit, but he's trying to make a move on Mad Knight Mopar there. Gets on the inside of him, man. All this is doing is slowing the three of us down as we trade positions coming through here. I started in P9, ended up in P11. Tuvok started in P11, ended up in P9. Pretty wild start to the first lap. So, got to put the head down. Now, this is a 7 tire wear race, 7 times tire wear. So, I want to save the tires in this race. I don't want to push them too hard, but I can't lose sight of these guys when, boom, down the inside comes P11. But I get undercut back on him, and somehow I take another position. So, how does that happen? Midnight Mopar coming down into the Big Banky Boy gets into the back of Tuvok and sends him into the sand pit. So I get my position back from P11 and then take another position back from Mad Knight Mopar. So I get a double Greddy pass right there. Nicely done. Nicely done. I will take it. So that puts me now in P9 where I started the race. It's 10 laps. Rarely have I ever won a 10-lap race on the first lap. Typically, you win it in the back half of the race, so laps like 5 through 10 is usually when you win it. So, especially with tire wear races, you want to try and keep your tires underneath you, but stay with the guys in front of you. So it's not as important to make up 2 or 3 positions at the very beginning of the race, as long as you can stay in the slipstream of the folks in front of you and save your tires, because then at the end of the race, then you can start making up more positions because everyone else's tires are warm. So, of course, now I'm out of slipstream as I'm 1.8 seconds off the back bumper of P8. So I'm trying to just put in good fast laps here, got my head down. I'm trying to hit all my apexes. A gentleman in front has a penalty. I'm hoping that's going to pull the pack back to me, but it is not happening for me here. I'm just not able to make up the time I need. Now I drop it down to 1.3 seconds as I'm heading into the Florida turn there. I take a very nice turn, get it down to 1.1 seconds. So remember earlier it was 1.7, 1.8. So I feel like I am making up some time on the pack. Mad Night Mopar has dropped back to 1.3 seconds. I'm really hoping for some more fighting up front. Now I'm just starting to get into the slipstream here on lap 2, and I'm starting to feel a little bit better about this race. It would have been nice if I could have just been here from the beginning, but I had to have a poor turn 1, 2, and 3. Set myself back a little bit there. All right, so heading down into Big Banky Boy, just trying to get the head down, trying to get back into the slipstream when P8 goes wide off track. What happened to P8 there? You can see right here he comes down into Big Banky Boy, but gets on the gas just a little too early. Just goes out wide, just on the throttle too soon. So I take that position from P8, move up there. But I'm out of the slipstream. Not much happens as I try to catch back up the pack, but something interesting happens on lap 4. If you look back here, you can see the red and the yellow car going to the pit stops. That was P11 and P12, so we'll see how they do at the end of the race. If that paid off for them to switch out the tires there going on to lap 5. So interesting strategy there by P11 and P12. So here we are on a lap 5, and again, just trying to get back into that slipstream. 1.3 seconds behind P6. P9 a full second behind me. Looking at the tires, they look okay. Not terrible here on lap 5. I've got the brake balance set to 5. I come back up to 3 because I'm losing time to the cars in front of me, and I want to try and figure out how I can catch up to K-Funk up here, catch up to this pack in front of me. So I'm kind of playing with the brake balance. I don't want to wear out the front tires too much, but I need to get into the slipstream of the group in front of me. So I'm hoping I can do that through brake balance. Maybe I should have went, just straight up 0 for about a lap or so to catch up to them. But I decided to go, I was trying between 2 and 5 and 3 and just kind of putting it all over the place. And I think I might have messed up my rhythm a little bit. As you can see, I had 207s in lap 2 and 3, and it fell off quite a bit there in lap 4 and in lap 5 as well. I have a kind of a bad lap. So a little further in, I decided to stop screwing with the brake balance and just concentrate on hitting my apexes. So fast forward here, as you can see, the time just fluctuates between 1.4, 1.2, fall back out, come back closer. But most importantly, P9 isn't catching up to me. So that always bodes well for a good finish. So we're going to fast forward all the way to lap 9 because nothing really happens. You can see here I'm 2 seconds back from K-Funk and about 2.5 seconds in front of the P9 driver. When I see in the corner there is a penalty, and as I come around the corner I see how costly that penalty is. So let's look at it here as McLaren trying to come down the inside of Trust No One, brakes just a little too late, trying to hold on to the car as he comes around turn 1. Trust No One tries to slip back and get the the cutback and just nicks his bumper and gets 2 seconds. Now obviously he's pretty upset about it, as you can see right here, swerving back and forth. Probably shouldn't have done that looking back, but hey, guess who's coming up behind here to take advantage of that 2-second penalty? That's right, it is yours truly. Only one little issue here. Trust No One did not stay out of that racing line, so unfortunately I got to go around because I don't know when he is going to ghost out or ghost in, whichever you call it. So a little bit of a bad angle for me coming into the Florida turn. I'm a little peeved about that, but looking back, it's not really Trust No One's fault. He's pretty upset, I can understand. But as I come over the hill here, I notice cars are leaving the track. There's one to the right, and then there is another. So what happened here? Ibuprofen coming around the Florida turn. Car M goes wide there. Ibuprofen trying to go down the inside. They make contact. Looks like there's a little bit of net lag there in the beginning. So Ibuprofen obviously upset. Probably something that happened earlier in the race. Don't know. Takes him out. I mean, I'll take it. As here I come around the corner, except that, again, the guy goes out right in front of me, and then Trust No One, who has already had crap for luck, gets into the back of me. So let's see what happens here to Trust No One. He's coming around the corner just like I am, minding his own business. When Ibuprofen comes back in from Ghost, I have to slow down because I don't want to get a penalty for hitting him from behind. So then he hits me from behind and then gets passed by two other drivers, and ends up all the way back in P9. So he wins crap luck of the race, no doubt whatsoever. Trust no one. Just he got the raw in there. So anyway, so heading down to Big Banky Boy on the final lap, all the way from P8 up to P5. Greddy passes left and right. I will absolutely take them. Putting my head down, hoping P6 doesn't catch me as he knocks a second and a half off of that time with all the craziness and carnage happening on the final lap of the race. Only 4 turns left. I think it's 4. Or is it 3? Let's see. Here's 1. Here's 2. That's right. It's only 3. Oh, no, it is 4 because this will be 3 right here. I can indeed count. So, coming down around the final turn, Geauxgreddy in his first Nations race in probably, oh my goodness, 4, 5, 6 months. I don't even know. With an opportunity to take a top 5. I will absolutely take it. Cross the line in P5. The return of Geauxgreddy to FIA. 12 seconds out of the lead in P5. Now, you'll notice there in 13 and I believe it's 12 are early pit stoppers. So they actually lost a couple positions by coming in the pits. Interesting. So I get 190 points on the season. Pick up the 5th place. First race. Pretty happy about that. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the race. Hope you enjoyed the action. If you did, like I said, please hit that like and or subscribe. Come back, check out some more videos. This is Geauxgreddy. Y'all have a great evening.